AITA for refusing to sign, relieving my father of child support, enforcement so he can renew his passport and stay in the country where his kids live. My dad never paid child support. My mom and I lived on EBT. He lived across the country, then across the world. I've met him fewer than 10 times in my life. When I was 16 to 17, he called then visited for the first time since I was 10. He asked my mom and me to sign paperwork suspending child support enforcement so he could renew his passport and return to the country where he was working. He owed somewhere between $10 20K. Swore he'd repay everything once he got back to his job. I didn't believe him for a second, but it was genuinely nice seeing him. We were weirdly alike in a way my mom and I never were. Despite my resentment, I wanted some kind of relationship with him, so I signed, and I never saw him again. That was 10 years ago. Now he's back in my inbox because his passport is expiring again, and he needs me to sign the same documents. Here's the thing. He has 2 kids in this other country, ages 6 and 8. If he can't renew his passport, he has to leave them behind with their mother. I know exactly what that feels like, and I genuinely don't want to do that to them. But I also don't want to sign a single thing for this guy. I've talked it through with people close to me. One friend says the harm is already done. My resentment is valid, but signing costs me nothing real at this point, and refusing just punishes kids who did nothing wrong. I hear that, but my hesitation isn't really about punishing him. I've done a lot of work on these feelings, and I don't hate him. I just don't want to be involved in his life. What kills me is that I'm being handed responsibility for whether 2 children get to grow up with their father. That's not a decision I should have to make. He made promises to a court to pay child support, broke them, then made new promises to that same court 10 years ago, and apparently made zero plans for the fact that this day would come again. That's on him. I told him my ideal situation is addressing this directly with the court so I can make clear I want no part of this arrangement. Short of that, I'll consider signing depending on what exactly the documents say. But I need you to understand, under no circumstances will I be doing this again in 10 years. So, AITA, edit. People are asking why he needs my signature. I looked it up, and in the U.S. child support is the right of the child. So, he needs my signature, not my mom's. Didn't know that. The legal mechanism here is the state reports child support debt over 2.5K to the Fed. The Fed uses that information for things including passport denial, reject renewal,